My name is Mike Robinson. I'll be doing play-by-play. Steve Beals will be here on color. Chris Gentry will be the on-site engineer with BCTV streaming live. Harry Kozlowski, WBNH, LPFM 105.1 will be on the radio side. Colin Marr, our intern, is going to be helping out on the camera. And I want to welcome my sidekick, Steve Beals. Steve, welcome to the show.
Good to be here, Mike. This is the weather you look for. It's only going to get better every single week as we get a nice New England, southern New Hampshire chill in the air, and the energy levels go up, stamina goes up, and you begin to see the teams that are sort of coming out, and you kind of get a feel for who's going to be a strong team, who isn't, and then those teams in the middle that have the capability of improving.
Luca Toni ready to kick it off. It doesn't go that deep, goes far side. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds, and a flag's going to be thrown. So they're going to make her kick it over, or I think they assess the penalty and take the ball.
I think they did.
So, yeah, all our thoughts to the people down in the Carolinas. Good call on that, Steve. People are hunkering down on a slow-moving storm, and a beautiful night here in Bedford. Not a cloud in the sky. We said it was 71 degrees at kickoff, and beautiful New England sky. But our thoughts and prayers and hopes are everyone be safe down in the Carolinas.
And also the greater Andover region around Boston for all the gas explosions.
Wow.
Yep.
That was something, huh?
Terrible thing, and our thoughts are with them as well.
Going to make Madison kick it over again. Looks like we got Sean Leahy and Benjamin Dodge deep for Goffstown.
This is something I noticed over the last second half of last year. Coach Stank is doing more. He's got a very accurate kicker, so he can strategically put them and never let their best player or two run the football back, especially early when everybody's cold. He's going to have Maddie strategically kick it towards the corner, which gives him a greater, maybe gives up a little bit of field position, but does a great job in removing the run back all the way to pay dirt.
So we're going to tee this thing up again and kick it off as she goes back 5 yards deeper. I
don't think it is Maddie. It looks like Ryan Bobatis is kicking for Bedford.
All right.
So we'll have to get an update on that.
Here we go. Ryan with the ball down, short kick. Handled at the 25, cuts this way to the 30, get a block at the seam, come up to the 40, almost to the 44-yard line. Nice run back for Goffstown, so they're going to get good field possession.
Well, the outside, your R5, I call it, did not contain. As a result, lets them get outside. Always want to make sure that you turn the runner inside, Mike, into the rest, closer to the rest of your tacklers. Unfortunately for Bedford, that didn't happen, and Goffstown starting with some great field position.
Goffstown's going to be going from our right to left. Bedford in their dark jerseys, Goffstown in their white jerseys. Ready to take it out. They do a 3-receiver set to the right, 1 to the left. Keith ready for the snap. Sinet in the backfield. Hand off to Stinnett, and he gets gobbled up and loses a yard. I don't even think he get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like 24, Jack Jones coming up from, I believe, the safety position or certainly linebacker and making the tackle. Nice job.
So handoff, trying to get up the middle, nothing there. Goffstown comes out with a 2-receiver set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Keith waiting for the snap. Stinnett in the backfield, in motion, far side. And they're going to throw a flag.
Looks like 2 men in motion there, Mike. Let me make a correction on that. That wasn't Jack Jones. That was Christian Bourgeois that made that tackle up front at the outside linebacker position.
So they're going to mark that off 5 yards. Looks like it was a motion. That they tried to hand that off to Leahy in motion.
What's that? Jack Jones is 23. No, I know, and I corrected him. Yeah, that wasn't.
So Goffstown comes out. Ball is on the 38-yard line with 11:16 to go in the first quarter. 2 receivers set to the left and right. Keith waiting for the snap. Stinnett in the backfield. Looks like they changed the call at the line of scrimmage. Waiting for the snap, man in motion. Fake to the motion. Keith keeps it, comes this way, breaks a tackle, gets to the 47-yard line. Nice fake. Keith countered.
Brought down by 59. Alexander Pendelakos played a good game. Got stronger throughout the game last week. Took him down pretty hard there.
So I remember Keith. I think he was the leading rusher for Goffstown in the first game. So they're going to do a lot of that fake counter. He's going to come back, and he had a nice gain on this one.
Yep.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Balls on the 47 of Goffstown, going from our right to left here at Bedford Bulldogs Stadium. 10:27 to go in the first quarter. No score. 3 receivers set to the right, 1 to the left. Keith waiting for the snap, goes back, looks to pass, fires downfield, wide open, caught. That's hit number 7. That's Dodge for a first down.
Yeah, a little soft there on the defensive back. Looked like Lucian was off him about 4 or 5 yards, and the cornerback gave him about 4 or 5 on the underneath, and made a wide open lane there for Keith. He hit a bullet.
Comes right out with a quick set, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Keith waiting for the snap. Now they're checking the play on the sidelines. It's a no-huddle, quick up-tempo offense by Goffstown. Checks it at the line. Ball is on the 27. Handoff to Stinnett. Nope, fake comes this way and dropped. Good fake to Stinnett. Fired near side, this side, and dropped.
Yeah, I thought that Charlie did a nice job with that fake there. Had me looking up the middle, and then they threw it up. But great job on defense.
So ball's on the the Bedford 32-yard line with 9:53 to go. Goffstown comes out with a 2-receiver set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Keith, QB, and Stinnett in the backfield. They run the same spread offense as Bedford. Going to be very similar tonight. Handoff, Keith fakes, tries right-hand side, and gets gobbled up by number 55 for Bedford.
Yeah, Bedford getting good separation on from the offensive lineman, and they're straddling the line. Brought down by Andrew Twite, who's just been a stud last year. Nothing's changing this year. He reads very well, plays with his head up, is very, very elusive, and really causes offensive linemen havoc out there, Mike.
Brings up a 3rd and 9. Ball's on the 31-yard line of Bedford. 9:23 to go. Goffstown comes out, 2 receivers set, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Empty backfield. 2 to the right, 3 to the left. Looks like Goffstown moved. Keith fires downfield into the flats. Incomplete. That's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's a situation where I watched the offense, Mike, over the last game, and I saw the highlights of the first game. They really get with Concord. They really got into trouble with just keeping Keith in the pocket. It's just, you got to get him outside in order to get the defensive backs to come up a little tighter. And to me, Charlie's at his best in that, and I think they got to do it more.
So 2-down territory. Goffstown is having a tough time scoring this year. They're going to keep the ball and go for it. It's 4th and 9 on the 31. Keith back to throw, looks downfield, fires, caught. Nice catch.
And it looks like it is a first down.
That's number 81 for Goffstown.
Yeah, Jared Heidenreich.
Boy,
he's tall.
Yeah. Nice catch by Heidenreich. Nice throw by Keith. Brings up first down into Bedford territory on the 16. So they're in the red zone of Bedford. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Stinnett off tackle, big hole, goes up the middle and gains about 4 or 5 yards, maybe 6 yards in that one, Steve.
Offensive line is doing a good job. They're winning the push battles on the inside of the tackles. A lot of cross-blocking going on there, getting good position, and it's giving some running lanes.
Down to the 6-yard line, 2nd and 1 here. Goffstown threatening on their first drive, unlike anybody who's done that against Bedford this year. Keith waiting for the snaps. Stinnett in the backfield, 2 receivers set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Stinnett shifts now. Keith waiting the snap. Keeps it up. Off tackle into the end zone. Touchdown. Nice play. Fake to Stinnett. Went right. Touchdown.
3 outstanding fakes by Charlie Keith, Mike. Just an outstanding job. That's a very impressive drive. And this is where Huff's game awareness. He understands the team he's playing, Mike, in Stank and crew. And he's got to go for that on 4th down in their territory. You've got to make it happen early, and he's very aware of that. And he cashed in. Charlie Keith, good drive.
Ready to add extra point for Goffstown is number 38. Kick up, and it is good. Just got over.
Just barely. Foot over the crossbar. Well, that's a pretty impressive drive, Mike. Started off with pretty good field position, but they did methodically move down the field, and still think they need to get Keith outside in the passing situations. But boy, the fakes on the inside and the running game was very solid. Got him some very serious yardage, and give Charlie credit. Had some receivers open, and he hit bullets right in their hands.
He hit a couple of wide open receivers, and he hit a couple of receivers who dropped the ball too. So
he did.
Something in the game film, Coach Huff has seen the past couple of game films on Bedford, thinks he can throw against them, and guess what? He did in the first drive. So Goffstown comes out and scores. So now we're going to throw out the records. 2-0, 0-2 means nothing when these two teams get together.
Bedford on that drive on the defensive side, Mike, did a better job when they were driving and then getting separation from the offensive linemen with their eyes up. Every time that they drove in sort of heads down, they got cross blocked, and that's what opened up those wide lanes because their eyes were not up. And I guarantee you, Coach Stank, being a defensive line guy, will correct that with his staff. And let's see if they make adjustments here against Goffstown.
So this looks like number 35 for Goffstown. Kozak ready to kick it off, and I think we got Mumpini back there deep. It's one of the deep receivers. And they did a little squib this way. Short kick, 40-yard line, get up to the 45-yard line.
Don't understand that one. I don't know this kicker's range, Mike, but I think it's a lot better than that. Don't understand that call. Why would you give Bedford such field position? If you're going to do anything, kick it down deep around the 21, 22-yard line and contain well, and you're going to get him inside the 30. Not quite sure about that one.
So Tommy Morgan brings out the Bedford Bulldogs for their first possession. 8:01 to go in the first quarter on the 45-yard line of Bedford. They come out with a two-receiver set, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan. Morgan waiting for the snap. Comes back, looks far side, fires, caught, upfield, gets to about a 9, maybe a 10-yard gain, and that's number 11, and that's Green.
Well, something I noticed against Nashua last week, Mike, over at Goffstown. I was at the game, and one of the things I noticed is sometimes their corners play really soft. I mean, you got a guy stopping. I know you don't want to get burnt deep, but you can't give up 10, 11 yards. You got to screw it down just a little bit more.
So Morgan brings him out, two receiver set, 1 to the left, 3 to the right. Got a flag down, fires near side to Mumpini. Mumpini breaks up 40, 30, 25, breaks the tackle. He's going to go all the way in, but there's a flag on the field.
Yeah, I think this is coming back, Mike, but I'll tell you, Mumpini, what an athlete.
Yeah.
If you saw that he straddled the line, he realized when the hands were coming in under his knees, and just a very, very skilled
Let's
athlete.
see what the call is there, Steve. We've got a
motion.
Illegal shift against Bedford, and that's going to come back 5 yards, so a touchdown's being
it's a big play right there.
By a 5-yard illegal shift.
Yeah, I think Bedford knew it as soon as the flag went up.
So the ball will be placed at midfield. Bedford will come out and be 1st and 10 at midfield. Bedford going from our left to right. Morgan coming in with the play from the sidelines.
It's a big stand for Goffstown here, Mike.
It should be. Big stand. Okay, two receivers set. We're going to have 2 in the backfield this time. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Morgan waiting the snap. Goffstown jumping around. Comes this way. This is Lagulon. Big hole up to the 40, inside the third, up out to about the 37-yard line.
Well, when you got 4 guys stunting, you're either going to have a great play in the backfield. That was risky.
Yeah.
And if they don't make the tackle, you're going to pay.
Lagulon. Watch this kid. This is the kid that reminds me of Gronkowski. He's big. He lines up as a tight end, wide receiver. He lines up in the backfield, and right there you saw he gained 7 yards on that one. 2nd and 3rd on the 37. Morgan waiting for the snap. Fakes, looks downfield, plenty of protection down the middle. Overthrows Lagulon.
Yeah, Tommy
kind of wide open.
Tommy throwing backwards there. He's dropping back on his back foot. He needs to nail the hammer right there. That ball was a floater. I don't want to do that too much. He'll wind up getting a pick or sixer. But this
is going to bring up a 3rd and 3 on the Goffstown 37. Listening to BC TV and WBNH LP Bedford 105.1. streaming live on the World Wide Web.
A lot of motion on the defensive line.
Morgan waiting for the snap, pitches this way to Toscano.
Yeah.
They were waiting for that one.
You win and you lose by it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that puts it third, I think, now in about 6, Mike.
It's actually fourth down, Steve. It's
fourth down and 6.
It's going to be 4th and 6 now. It looks like they're gonna
punt.
They're gonna punt it and pin him back.
I'll believe it when I see it.
So
this could be just to try to draw an offsides here, Mike.
We shall see. Goffstown's got three receivers back to receive this. Snap is back, kick is up, gonna near side it. Goes out about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, you want a little more than that if you're gonna kick
I would
it.
think so.
Not a lot of reward off of the conservative there.
6:25 to go in the first quarter. Goffstown leading Bedford by a surprise score of 7-0 here in Bulldog Stadium. But let's see if Goffstown come out and keep
this is a little
swinging.
bit like the Orioles or the Yankees and the Red Sox, Mike. It doesn't matter who's in first and who's in last. It's going to be a competitive series no matter what. That's always going to be the case with Coach Huft and Coach Stank with Goffstown and Bedford. So I'll be honest with you, it's kind of nice to call a game that's a little closer.
Ball's on the 22-yard line. Keith waiting for the snap. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Fakes, fires down the middle, knocked down.
Wow, he's got to stand up, get that ball up above his shoulder, Mike. Keeps throwing like that. That's going to deflect right in one of the defenders' hands.
Yeah.
Again, I not really see Charlie in the. I've had a little bit of time, about a game and a half between film and actually there. He's just not a solid quarterback to me in the court. He's not nearly as good in the pocket as he is rolling out.
Well, he's having a heck of a game so far. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Waiting to look downfield, slings it, and that got knocked down.
Yeah, again.
So incomplete.
Again, Toscano does everything for you on offense, and then all of a sudden you see him on defense. Guy has a tendency to be around the ball all the time.
So that's going to bring up a third.
Anticipates well.
3rd and 10 on the Goffstown 22-yard line.
I just think you saw there Charlie moved out of the pocket, got a little bit better vision. He actually had an open man further down the field. I guess he just didn't see it. But that was pretty well covered there by Toscano.
Covered. He was going into a crowd. 2 receivers set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Stinnett in the backfield with Keith. Keith waiting the snap. Snap comes back, low snap, picks it up, looks downfield, covered, goes far side, tucks the ball, now throws it, and it's caught. And it is caught. First down. That was a 13-yard pass play. Nice job.
What did Charlie do? He rolled out. He forces the defense to come up on him, and then he has time to look at his receivers, and he's got good vision.
He was patient.
And this is when he's strong. He can actually reverse and come out on the weak side and do pretty well too. But in the pocket, seems to me of the three placements on the offensive sets, that's his best.
5:55 to go in the first quarter with Goffstown leading Bedford 7-0 here at Bulldog Stadium, Bedford, New Hampshire. Ball is still on the Goffstown side, a 37-yard line going from our right to left. 2 receivers set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Looks like they're going to get Goffstown jumping.
It's going to get costly, yep.
Although this is the back judge here calling this one. What has he got?
Delay a game, I think.
Yeah, they're going to push him back 5 yards.
Yeah, it took a long time to get the play in, and then it took a long time for the snap count, and, they got to call that. First game, usually they'll let it squeeze another second or two, but by the third game, you got to call it. Especially, that's why they call it the spread high-tempo offense. Get her done.
5:39 to go. Ball's on the 32-yard line. 1st and 15. Keith, 2 receivers set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Stinnett faked the Stinnett, fires far side, caught and tackled almost immediately by a couple of Bulldogs.
Yeah, Coach Huff will be all over him. You catch the ball, you run with it. Don't dance around going east-west. Catch it, turn around, get your yardage upfield, and then now that you run another 5 yards, then you can start dancing a little bit. But generally speaking, you want to work your way down the field and get yardage. He missed an opportunity to get 3 back to the line, the original line of scrimmage, Mike, at least right there.
So I thought looks like it's still on the 34-yard line. So no gain on that. They did get a gain, 2 yards, 2nd and 13. So now we got a receiver to the right, 3 to the left. Keith comes this way, looking to throw, fires downfield, caught, immediately tackled.
Gained about 4 or 5, I think. This will be an interesting choice here of what they do. They're going to have the wide side of the field with Charlie being a right-handed quarterback. they're going to have a lot of field to work with to roll him out. Wouldn't be the least bit. I'll be looking at for Bedford. Twite does a great job on that, and so does Bourgeois.
Got it to the 37-yard line.
Bourgeois' got to be careful, Mike, in this situation. He doesn't get pinned inside. Number 24 on the far end D end.
Keith waiting for the snap. Looks back, plenty of time, fires down, wide open, and wow, that was dropped.
Yeah.
That should have been caught.
Well, it dropped, should have been caught, but he should have fallen down on the ball and caught it rather than try to stand up and get yardage. Get the first down move. That's a big play right there. Bad execution by the receiver. But I also will say, again, in the pocket, doesn't throw as well. It's kind of this sidearm, sort of three-quarter arm throw, goes very low to the ground. And he's not really stepping into it the way he does when he throws from the rollout.
So second Goffstown drive is stopped at 4:17 to go in the first quarter, and they're forced to punt for the first time. Kick is up and away, high kick. Looks like it's going to be a fair catch.
That's exactly what you want there, Mike. If you're going to punt, you want Mumpini to get enough height in that ball to force Mumpini to fair catch it. I think that was probably called in by Coach Stank. He just wants the ball and get his offense moving down the field.
So Bedford's going to take over on their 37-yard line for their second possession. They were forced to punt after a couple of costly penalties, and one brought back a touchdown. So
let's watch the offensive line of Bedford, see what it looks like in the trenches, because so far on the first set wasn't too strong. We'll see where it is this time. If they're gonna fire out a little lower.
So we got a two-receiver back again, Toscano and Lagulon. Morgan back, looks this way, cuts it, tucks the ball, fires downfield. That was a wide-open Mumpini, dropped it.
But what I really liked there was Tommy. Tommy did a nice job. He read the outside pressure in the pocket. The offensive lineman did a good job of spanning him wide. Tommy steps up, and instead of running the ball, it's not all about Tommy. Tommy's in there to run the quarterback, run the offense, and what's he do? He continually looking for a receiver downfield. Nice job.
Two receiver set, two to the left, two to the right. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan. Morgan waiting the snap. Get a man in motion. That's Lagulon. Hits to Toscano, comes up the middle and gets a couple before he's tackled.
Yeah, a lot of standing around by the offensive line of Bedford right now. Not really firing out on the run. That's one of the things that they're switching from the pass and the run offense. Coach Stank has usually got those offensive linemen firing out well on the run. And
7-0 Goffstown, 3:44 to go.
Looks to me like Coach Huft is mixing up the D-line a little bit.
Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan. Morgan drops back the pass. A lot of pressure, steps up, trips, goes far side, fires downfield, and it is wide open and caught. That's Mumpini. He's going to the house. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. No flags on the field. Bedford put 6 on the board.
Tommy Morgan again. Patience, works in the pocket well, knows how to get free, and continually is looking down the field all from the time that he got the ball snapped to him. He never stopped looking down the field and was able to freely sense where the pocket was breaking down, got outside, made a great job looking for his open receiver, and of course a big defensive mistake by Goffstown there. You wrap the guy up. You don't go diving and try to. You make sure you get that tackle, and that was costly. Mumpini, nice job.
Luca Toni ready to do a point after. She's been almost perfect this year. Snap, ball down, kick is up, and it is good. So, no good. I'm sorry. No good.
Don't see that very. It looked like it was good, Mike. I'm surprised. I thought I saw it go in, but they're right there.
Yep, no good. Anyways, that's a rare miss for her, but Bedford does get 6 on the board on a 62-yard strike. Morgan to Mumpini with 3:19 to go. Goffstown ahead 7-6 over Bedford. Kind of a surprise score.
Little surprised where the safety was on Mumpini there, Mike. There wasn't anybody else, and he stayed in the center of the field too long. Should have really been backtracking and moving towards the receiver over towards the right quadrant of the field. Little confused. I think what he was looking for was maybe a release pass over here. So the safety got kind of faked out. Well-designed play. Let's go through some scores now. Thank you, Harry. Salem up on Portsmouth 7-0. No score yet on Winnacunnet and Spalding. Central 7-0 over Merrimack. That's going to be a barn burner there.
That's going to be a barn burner.
And that's all we got for you right now, but we'll go over the teams that are playing real quick. Timberlane at Londonderry, Pinkett and Exeter. That's a good one. Wyndham Dover, another good one. Concord Bishop Girton, Nashua North Memorial, and Keene Nashua South. Harry will have the scores as they come in, and we'll bring them to you.
Volleyball, Bedford girls volleyball lost the first set 25-19 at Pinkerton, so they're going to be looking to pick that up, but they're down 1 to Pinkerton. All right, Luca Toni ready to kick this thing off. Kick is away. It's going to be deep. Going to be handled about the 12-yard line. Comes up the middle, comes this way. 25, 30, couple blocks, trips, and gets out to about the 34-yard line.
Yep.
Nice return.
Nice job there, Bedford, by number 33, Jack Grogan. Did a great job of stuffing the hole that the receiver wanted to fire through. Had separation on his blocker and stumped that play. Did a great job there.
That was Sam Leahy.
That's who kicked.
Oh, that wasn't Madison?
No, Maddie's been doing the extra points, but the kickoffs have been done.
Okay, we're going to get Ryan. I'm going to get the pronunciation of his
Bobatas.
last name. Bobatas?
I'd say Bobatas. Am I right?
Yeah.
Maddie kicked
yeah,
that.
that's what I
Well, we'll
thought.
get it right. We're getting all different. We're just.
Goffstown coming out. 2 receivers
Yeah.
set, 2 to
So
the
we
left,
gotta-
2 to the right.
When you guys get it right, you let us know, and we'll put it over the air.
Keith on a broken play, tucks it, comes this way, gets about the
nice fill.
39-yard line, 5-yard pickup.
Sorry about that, Mike. Nice fill. Number 6, Solomon Sanchez with a great job coming up. Hip square to the line, Mike. That's so important in defense. Keep your hip square to the line so you can, if he tries to juke you, you're in an athletic position to respond.
Well, broken play by Keith, and Keith made it happen.
Yeah.
5-yard gain by tucking it. I tell you, I think he's the leading ground gainer for Goffstown this year. You can
Get
see
this
why he's a
guy
good
out of the
athlete.
pocket. Yep. Get him
2
out of the pocket.
receivers set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Keith, hand off up the middle, gets about 3 yards, hard yards before he's brought down, but he moved the ball.
Yeah, Keith should have
That
kept
was
that, Mike.
stat.
Everybody came in the middle. Keith could have literally run around the corner. Probably got close, if not got the first down. But, it's easy up here.
You know that's going to happen. You'll
Yeah.
see that play coming up down
Yeah.
the road. So Goffstown with the ball on the 37-yard line. 3rd down and 2 to go with 2:13 to go, and we have a timeout on the field. Looks like it's an official timeout. They're trying to get something straightened out.
Looks like an equipment deal here. 57 from Goffstown.
Yeah, sending them off. For
Eric Lefebvre going off the field. Going to get a replacement here.
It's got to take at least one play
least one.
out, get the fix, and then try and get them back in. So 2:12 to go in the first quarter with Goffstown leading 7-6 here in Bedford with their 3rd possession. Ball looks like it's on the 43-yard line of Goffstown. Ready for the snap. 2 receiver set. Keith getting a play in, waiting to get the snap out. Under 2 minutes to play. Hand off to Snap in the middle. Big play, midfield. Gets it up to about almost the 45-yard line. That was a huge hole for him to run through. They found something there.
Well, they found the one hole that was left open. Bedford did a nice job everywhere else stacking that hole, but that was the one right up the one hole, or the 0 actually, and that's a big first down for Goffstown. See how Bedford responds here on D now that they're in their zone. It's a little humid out there, Mike, tonight, so very important to get your guys a breather from time to time in those trenches.
Absolutely. Goffstown comes out, 2 receivers set to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end single back with Keith. Keith fakes it up the middle, and he's moving the line. He's moving it up 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah, boy, that's a long whistle there, Mike, in high school football. That went on there, stuck in the pack there for about 5 or 6 seconds. I'm really surprised. Give those refs credit, though, Mike, on that equipment. It's their job to check that every single play to make sure the equipment's in order for the safety of the players. It's a great rule to have them be forced to sit out. That makes sure it puts the responsibility on them. Something we need in this world, more personal responsibility.
We got Keith Juno in the backfield for Goffstown. I think a couple of plays I called that as Stinnett, but that's Juno back there. Got to keep my glasses on these guys. So 2 receiver set, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Fake to Juno, thrown far side, caught. Gets up to almost the 43-yard line and close to a first down.
I really like the call, Mike. Bedford was keeping their cornerback way outside. They've been playing. This is why Huft is so good. He reads the field well, and he knows the play to call in response to over pursuit or an open area.
So 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Juno in the backfield with Keith. Checking the call from the sideline. They do run the spread. They do change it up. I think what Coach Huff looks at what Bedford's in, and then he'll make the changes, and now he has to call a timeout.
Like the time, though. Yeah. Well, actually, that's the end of the quarter.
End of the quarter, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap up. The first quarter just ends with a surprise score with Goffstown leading Bedford 7-6. You're listening to BCTV Channel 23, streamed live over the World Wide Web and on radio, WBNH LP Bedford 105.1. And we're end of the first quarter, and we've got a very exciting game here with the visiting Goffstown coming in.
We've got one of the color guy or cheerleader running a baton that is flames on both ends. Yeah, we're going to try to get a picture. Unfortunately, the angle's out of our view, and she is something else. Wow.
So
a lot of practice there, Mike.
Are we a little surprised at the score, or are we not surprised at the score, Steve?
Well, hold on. Before we do, let's just look at the offense. Bedford, total offense, 74 yards. Goffstown, 111. That's about what we probably would have thought. Passing, Bedford 1 for 4, 62 yards on that big play. Goffstown 6 for 11, 61, more of a spread out type thing. Rushing, Bedford only 12 yards, Goffstown 50.
That tells the story right there.
That tells the story right there. A 7-6 ball game. It's just a missed extra point. We'll see what happens. Thank you, Harry.
So Goffstown comes out, 2 receivers set, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Looks like Juno's in the backfield with Keith. Juno shifts on the other side. Keith waiting for the ball. Whistles. The whistle is about to, here we go. Snap is down. Fake. Keith looks under pressure. That's a fumble. And Bedford just picked it up. And it's going to be Bedford ball. He just got rocked.
Wow.
Keith
is coming up
a long
slow.
time getting up.
Yeah. Again, Mike, not to beat a dead horse, but just not a really solid quarterback, Mike, in the pocket. I would every single time choose an area to go on the outside towards the hashes, outside of the hashes, get this guy free where he likes to get better vision. Bedford, let's give Bedford credit on that rush too. What a great rush. Good timing on that blitz. Goffstown couldn't handle it.
Well, it's all about turnovers and injuries. We've talked about that over the years.
Sure
and
is.
Goffstown just gets the first turnover. So Bedford takes over with 11:53 to go. They're going from our right to left. Two set backfield. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Morgan waiting for the snap, goes back, looking to pass, pump fake, and then fires downfield. He's got a man in stride, wide open. That's a caught.
Wow.
He's going to go all the way into the end zone, and that's number 17 for Bedford.
Ryan Donahue.
Donahue with a beautiful strike.
Unbelievable, Tommy. Did you see the pump fake there? Really pulled back the corner, got him to slow down because he thought it was going downfield. That corner's got to remain disciplined and stay on his receiver regardless of what the quarterback does. That was his receiver no matter what, no matter where. And Tommy saw it, and that looked like a Division I college throw right there, Mike. Fabulous job by Bedford.
So that's going to be a 55-yard touchdown, if I got my math right, Steve?
Yep, big play Bedford tonight so far.
55 touchdown, extra point. Now Luca Tony's up and is good.
And that's good. Big touchdown by Bedford. That's exactly what Goffstown did not want, was Bedford to build momentum and get ahead in the game being home. Home field advantage. When Bedford's up, they keep on riding. Let's see what Goffstown can do here. But if they're going to, as I said, they're going to keep him in the pocket, Mike, it's going to get out of control. They got to let this guy do what he does best if they're going to work the ball downfield from the Goffstown end.
So great strike, Morgan to Donahue on a 55-yard touchdown pass with the second half just kicking off.
Very disciplined. And give Ryan Donahue a credit there. He never, ever missed a stride. He says, my job is to get out there full speed and run my route, and it's the quarterback's job to get to me, and that's the kind of results you have when both of those things happen. Nice job, Ryan.
So updated score at the volleyball. The girls did lose the second set, 25-23, so they're down 2-zip to Pinkerton.
Got a few more scores here, Mike. Central and Merrimack, still Central up 7-0. That's two tough teams there. Portsmouth, it looks to me like 14-0 over Portsmouth. Or is it set? Yeah, 14. Pinkerton has got a field goal up over Exeter 3-0. Wyndham still over Dover 7-0. Bishop Girton takes a lead over Concord, 6-0.
Wow. Surprised at that one. All right, Bedford kicks it off. They're looking to hand a little misdirection. Concord goes far side, gets up to about the 30-yard line.
Brought down by, I believe, 38, Tyler Spires. Nice open field tackle, good containment there. And a pretty good return and pretty good field position by Goffstown.
So we got to see how young Charles Keith is feeling after that pop he took on that fumble that last play.
Well, he was looking over downfield, Mike. He did not pick up the collapse of the pocket well at all. And he took a shot from two guys at once. I couldn't tell if it was his throwing arm or it was he got hit in the bean. I'm not sure.
Out. Looks like Sinet is in the backfield. Handoff to Sinet, far side. He's going to maybe get 1 yard.
Yeah, if he's lucky. Down. Fakes out nobody. Hits a wall of Bedford players. 7 Harrison Lagulon as well as Andrew Twite right in there with a nice tackle, a wrap and tackle.
Yeah, so Stinnett back in the backfield with Keith. Gets 1 yard.
Generally speaking, Mike, you like to see defensive ends with a lot of height. Andrew Twite defies all of that and is so effective.
So Goffstown comes out, 2 receiver set, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Handoff to Stinnett, and he's met immediately. I think he lost a yard there, Steve.
Yeah, he lost a yard, getting a little wild there inside the trenches. I couldn't tell who made the tackle. I think it might have been 59, if I'm not mistaken. Alexander Pentelakos, again, he is, if I'm saying that correctly, he's having a good game. Got 3 tackles tonight.
So it's 10:33 to go till half, and Bedford up 13-7 on Goffstown.
3rd and 9, looks like.
3rd and 9, yep. So Bedford on D, Goffstown come out, 3 receivers set to the left, 1 to the right. Keith goes back, fires far side, and that is not good. Incomplete.
Yeah, again, Mampini playing a little bit soft there again. Didn't really.
Should have been caught.
Should have been, huh?
That should have been caught.
Oh, it wasn't caught?
No.
Oh, I thought it was.
No.
It's so far the end of the field.
Yeah.
Again, with our 4 layers of smoke glass here, it's difficult to see.
So Goffstown's
Chris likes it when we start whining about the Pesh booth.
Goffstown's going to kick it away with 10 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the second quarter.
You know what Chris will do? Bill and Chris will have us out in the rain. Yeah, up on the top there.
Montpini back. Kick is away. It's a high kick.
Nice kick.
So he's going to call a fair catch. It's a beautiful high kick.
Yeah, what a terrific job by the punter there. That to take away the run back from Montpini is a big part of the Bedford offense, the Bedford special teams play, and that's 2 times they've forced him to fair catch. Yeah, but give him credit. That's what he's supposed to do. When it starts getting tight like that, gets the height, call your fair catch, let your offense do the work, especially when it's working as well as it is now.
So Bedford's going to take over on their 37-yard line, going from our right to left, and leading 13-7 with just under 10 minutes to go till halftime. We'll see if Goffstown can stop this Bedford team. That last strike was a big strike, gave Bedford the lead. And here we go. 2 receiver set, 1 to the right, 3 to the left. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan. Morgan waiting for the snap. Back, hands off to Toscano up the middle, and he gets maybe a yard.
Yeah, brought down by number 43 from Goffstown. I think it was 43. Jeffrey Hager. That's bringing down a load, bringing down Ryan Toscano. But he came up nice, made the tackle. Ryan picked up a yard, though.
So Bedford comes out. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan. 2 receiver set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Waiting the snap. Morgan fakes, fires over the middle, caught Lagulon. Nice pickup of 15 yards. Nice catch.
Nice fake by Tommy Morgan. Pulled the linebackers in. Had plenty of good job by the offensive line, giving Tommy a nice pocket to throw from. Gave him plenty of vision, and he fired a strike exactly where it's supposed to be. Was that number 7 who received that?
That was Lagulon.
Lagulon. Nice job. Nice hands.
Yeah, nice hands. Went up and grabbed it. Into Goffstown territory on the 44-yard line. 2 in the backfield. This is Toscano coming this way, turns upfield, gets maybe 2 yards, 3 yards possibly.
Yeah. Nice containment by Goffstown there to force that run inside. That's so critical. But that's the thing about Ryan Toscano. Even when there's nothing there, he finds 2 yards. He knows how to move the sticks. Shows the lane. Grab what was there. Good, smart football
Ball is
play.
on the Goffstown 43-yard line. Bedford comes out, 2 receivers set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan. Morgan waiting for the snap. Snaps, keeps it, far side, big hole. Gains 10 yards, still going. It's down to about the 30-yard line before they bring him down. So
that was well choreographed play right there. That was well done. Excellent movement, good fakes. Offensive lineman did a great job sealing down the tackle, the defensive tackle, and opened up a good off-tackle lane there. Nice choice by Tommy to keep it.
Got it down to the Goffstown 29-yard line. Bedford moving. 2 receivers set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan. Snap comes back, and there's a whistle on the field. And there's 8:02 to go.
Offsides.
Goffstown.
Yep, encroachment.
All right, we'll take 5 yards.
Actually, I think that was lined up on offsides, Mike. Yeah, that's good. That's just what Bedford and its offense wants right there.
Hey.
Free play, basically.
They're going to give you a free 5 yards. You'll take it every time. 8:02 to go till halftime with Bedford leading 13-7. Ball's on the 24-yard line. 1st and 5. Morgan waiting for the snap. Snap comes back. Big rush, screen, caught. No one's around him. This is Toscano. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. That was done. That was well done.
Not only well done, how about a play call? You know, what a great play call. You know, Goffstown for the past 17 or 18 plays has been moving their defensive linemen and then driving. At some point, you got to mix it up a little bit. Don't make it so obvious because that's what the coaching, what the group upstairs must have seen, and that's just a great call. Nobody within 20 yards of Ryan. Everybody was back or rushing. Nobody was no monster man left back or spy at all.
24-yard screen. Toscano back. Kick is up, and it is no good.
That wasn't Maddie's fault. That was that ball tipped over, and it was kind of on its side when Maddie kicked it. She was lucky to get it that close.
But Bedford puts another 6 points on the score thanks to Ryan Toscano's screen pass of 24 yards with 7:43 to go until halftime. Bedford has taken the lead 19-7 now. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Has Bedford figured out Goffstown?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I always look at the tightness of the game, and this is a little concerning that Bedford's missed 2 extra points. They got to get back in this game, get those extra points, and get their exchanges and their communication going, and give Maddie a good hold to kick off of. You start playing in tight games. That's what happens. Few updated scores. Salem up 14-0 on Portsmouth. Central 13-0 now over Merrimack. Wow. Londonderry 28-6. Boy, they look strong over Timberlane. Pinkerton still 3-0 over Exeter. Wyndham 7-0 over Dover. Bishop Girton 6-0 over Concord.
I'm not surprised at that Central score. It's a Ryan Ray team with Huckham, who's back for a couple years, the senior. That's going to be a good matchup here in a couple weeks.
Yep.
Bedford off the kick, squibs it this side. That might roll out of bounds, and it does. It's going to be a flag.
Yep, going to be a flag.
We saw Central last year, and that was a very good offensive team. Ryan Ray also, he brings players to play, and when he gets these guys like a Huckham coming back, senior, and they're gonna score some points. I can't wait to see them. They're going to come in here in a few weeks and play Bedford.
Central is clear. I saw it at the Jamboree. You could even see, even though it was the first time they got some serious action, Central just looked more disciplined. And Ryan's done a good job there over the years, making sure that the level of discipline has gone up every single year. It's very difficult. You get a great athlete. Look, you got to come with a program and follow it. It's not all about you. Ryan's been able to institute that culture into the program. Brought a quarterback up that got a lot of starting time in the sophomore year, and these are the results of what happened. They're going to be a tough team to beat. That's exciting.
So Bedford kicked it out of bounds, so they're going to make Goffstown's going to push him back and make him kick it again. And so Bedford's ready to kick this thing off, leading 19-7 with 7:43 to go till halftime. Good football game.
It is.
So Bedford ready to kick it off. Kicks away. It's a little squib. It's this side. Caught by Goffstown. Rolls up to about the 44-yard line. So Goffstown's going to take over on their own 44, going from our left to right.
Yeah, Goffstown there, 43, Jeffrey Hager. Hate to see that, Mike. A guy leaving his feet, diving forward in midair. You never, ever want to see that. That's how serious injuries happen. Hopefully they're speaking to him on the sidelines. Keep your feet in the ground, catch the ball, drive. Nothing wrong with head, shoulders down, and head up and eyes up, but you don't want to have your feet leaving the ground.
So Goffstown's coming out, and they're going to come out with Juno in the backfield with Keith. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Keith waiting at the snap, fakes 2, and he's under a lot of pressure, and he's going to go down with a big loss. And that was number 55. That's Dwight. Boy, he's been playing huge tonight,
He
Steve.
played huge last year. He just keeps on coming. He has, he's not a standard shift. It's basically fifth gear overdrive all the time. He knows nothing else, and that's the way he plays. And what happens is you'll see him get blocked on 2 or 3 plays. He's wrestling, then all of a sudden the other guy's got to take a rest, and Andrew just doesn't know what that is. And he just keeps on coming every single time.
It's almost a 10-yard loss. It's going to be.
That's a huge
it is.
play.
It's an 11-yard loss. It's 2nd and 21. Ball's on the 35.
I really think that ever since that Charlie took that shot, Mike, he hasn't been quite the same. Again, get him out of the pocket.
Yeah, so Keith and Juno in the backfield for Goffstown. Back, Keith fires down the middle. And
He's just
he underthrew it.
Yeah, he just. I'm just shocked that they're not changing up the offense. What's happening right now is Goffstown. You can see the shoulders go down, shrug a little bit. They start getting frustrated. Bedford's going to smell that like a shark in the water, and they're just going to keep on coming, as they should.
Well, this is a big drive in my mind for Goffstown. They got to at least move the sticks a couple times. They go 3 and out and kick it back to Bedford with 6 minutes to go.
Plenty of time
to put 1 or 2 scores on the board. So
yeah, one of the things that Derek Stank has got the ability. He understands the running game. He believes in the running game, even though he runs a spread. Takes a lot of pride. His offensive linemen are very well taught on all phases of blocking, and he knows how to take time off the clock.
Juno on the backfield with Keith, waiting for the snap. Keith back, looking to throw all the way down the middle. That's caught. What a great catch that was. Not quite a first down. Got about 15 yards.
Yeah. Boy, they're giving him an awful spot, Mike. He was up to the 49-yard line of Bedford. Let's look at that again. I'll watch it on the screen here. And maybe I'm wrong, but boy, that looks like a really tough spot.
Check that number, 81. Check that number, 81 for Goffstown. That was a great catch. Who was that, Steve? Number 81 for
81
Goffstown.
for Goffstown is Jared Heidenreich.
Heidenreich. Great catch by Jared in traffic. We got a Goffstown player down on one knee coming up now.
Looks like 77 from Goffstown. Yeah. Joshua Wright.
Leaving the field under his own power.
Which is always good.
It's always good. Bedford leading Goffstown 19-7 with 6:40 to go. Huge pickup by Heidenreich. It is going to bring a 4th down. It's an interesting play call here for Coach Huff. You're at midfield, almost midfield. What do you do?
Looks to me, Mike, like I was completely wrong on that. He got to about the he got a little further than that, but I thought he got to the 49. I had the wrong hash mark, so kudos to the refs. They know what they're doing, and I'm up here inaccurate on that one. So
well, they did get it out to the 49-yard line. So
no, I thought it was the other 49.
Oh, okay.
And it just looked like a horrible spot. I mean, I'm surprised here if Huff doesn't go for it. You just can't let this game get out of hand, Mike. I mean, I don't know. What do you do here?
Well, it looks like he's punting away, but
yeah, he's got a good punter, so maybe it is the right thing to do. If this punt's successful, everybody will like it. But
we got Montpini back for Bedford. Ready to kick is Goffstown. Watch those up guys. They're going to fake it. It's going to go to one of them, but
somebody's calling timeout here.
Called timeout. Looks like it was Goffstown calling timeout.
Yeah, I think. No, Bulldogs called timeout.
Bulldogs, okay.
Yeah, I think Coach saw something that he may not have liked on the defensive front. Probably trying to warn these guys, be careful of it. It's 4th down, 4 or 5 yards to go.
Midfield. Nothing to lose.
Nothing really to lose. You got it, bud.
Listen, if I'm Huff, I'm going for this.
I'd be straight up go for it, but I mean, until they get the Charlie Keith game plan squared away, this game's not going to change, Mike. I don't know of one play out of the pocket, maybe one pass that I saw executed. It's just that They got to change the offensive game plan here. Otherwise, the defense isn't going to be able to just be out in the field all the time. A little bit of the energy, you can sense it, Mike, coming out of the Grizzlies right now. A little bit of air coming out of the tire. They gotta pump it up. I'm really surprised they're kicking here.
So Montpini back for Bedford at about the 15-yard line. Snap is back, kick is away. It's a deep kick. Montpini far side's going to field it. 20, gets up to the 25, tries to cut back 30, gets far side 35, flag down 40.
Yeah, flag down. If that's on Bedford, that's one thing. If it's not, then what do they gain? They gain 6 or 7 yards on that play. 50-yard line, I'm going for it, Mike. I don't know about you. What about you?
Well, I kind of agree, but I think this is on Bedford. That's typically a block in the
Probably
back.
Was.
And let's see what we got here. So we got a personal foul.
Holding.
Against
Defensive
Bedford.
hold.
Yeah, not a personal foul. Holding.
Return on the return.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to make out on it okay. So certainly if you go by the yardage game,
well,
not a bad idea.
They made
to kick.
out because of a penalty.
Well, that's my point. But they have to stop. They have to stop Bedford here. Plenty of time. 5:59 left in the second quarter. Plenty of time to go.
Well, with this offense, Bedford's offense, they could put 1, possibly 2 scores up. But let's see what they do here.
I don't know what you've seen, Mike. Tommy Morgan looks to me game by game by game getting stronger. You know, it just so he's not only getting stronger during the game, but he's getting stronger from game to game. That's impressive.
5:59, Bedford takes over, leading 19-7. Ball's on their 24-yard line. 2 receivers set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan. Handoff to Toscano, and I thought he was gobbled up, but he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think
maybe a yard.
I think Coach Stank likes where he is right now. He's not going to do anything foolish. Going to play the game. Feels like he's got it in hand. He's going to go conservative here. Kick it back. I think he really believes in his Bedford defense right now, and I think he thinks he's got Goffstown's number on offense, and so far it's proved true this last quarter.
2 receivers set for Bedford, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Toscano single back in the backfield with Morgan. 5:27 to go till half. Morgan takes a snap, fakes, drops back to pass under pressure. Comes this way, fires downfield. It is caught by Montpini at the 40, gets up to about the 44-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
Elusive guy to tackle.
But I'll tell you, Morgan was under a lot of pressure on that one. 2 Goffstown guys were on his heels, and he just slithered away. So 5:14, clock stops by going out of bounds. Bedford leading 19-7, 5:14 till halftime. Bedford going from our right to left. 2 sets, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan. Morgan waiting for the snap, and a Goffstown kid jumps off sides. He was in the backfield before the ball got snapped. So.
Well, I think some of this is the defense feels as though they have to do something. They have to take chances in order to get back in the ball game here. And, you know, he tried to time a blitz. It just didn't work.
Yeah.
But I guess in some respects it's better than just sitting back and letting them run over you.
So 1st and 5 on the Bedford 49-yard line, going from our right to left. 5:14 to go. Morgan waiting for the snap. Handoff to Toscano up the middle. Big hole, 45-40. Gets up to the 35, knocked out of bounds about the 32-yard line.
So not only does Ryan Toscano take the handoff with precision, he puts it in his outside arm with precision. He fades outside or sprints outside, then cuts up inside the block with precision. And then once he gets through the line, what does he do? He holds onto the ball rather than whipping it all over the place to protect the offensive drive.
We do have a flag on the field, Steve.
Yeah, but I just love the way this kid plays.
Yeah, that play might come back, but that's just textbook what he did when he ran with the ball.
You know, there's a smart football play that when you get down to the wire, that's who you want to give the ball to.
So we're going to get the ruling here. Bedford's already back way up. So this is a personal foul against Bedford. I didn't
see anything, Mike. What are they saying it's for?
Well, all he called was I didn't see what here we go.
Yeah, personal foul.
What was it?
Is it unnecessary roughness? I don't know what it is. Nothing I saw between the skirmish.
With 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, man in motion, Lagulon. Morgan this way, being chased. He's got to get rid of it. Fires up, and he gets out of bounds. That was pretty smart.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to be dragged down.
Love high school football with getting an athletic quarterback out of the pocket. So many great things can happen. Big thing, Mike, is when they get the yardage and the defenders are coming after them full speed, you go down feet first, get your yardage as a quarterback,
Get out of bounds.
let Ryan Toscano lower the shoulder pads,
Yeah. 26 seconds till halftime. Bedford leading 19-7 over visiting
And
Goffstown.
Lagulin.
Yeah, Harry,
Yeah.
To get the big boys with the ball. 2 receiver set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan. Morgan back to throw, plenty of time over the middle. Caught Mompini, and he's going to be brought down. Surprised they aren't blowing the whistle. But
They did.
Brought up the 20-yard line.
What a great job by the referees out there, Mike, blowing the whistle on that. You start getting tangled up and knees studying in the wrong situation. Bedford going right at it. Go ahead, Mike.
We're close.
Yeah.
We're close to, and looks like we got somebody called timeout?
No, they spiked it.
They spiked it, okay.
Yep, so they got 16 and a half seconds left.
So I think they're within Matty Lucatoni's range right now, Steve. You said you want to get down to about the 20, right?
Yeah, I think that with one timeout, though, they can take a shot down the field. Don't be surprised if you see a screen pass here, and they'll just down it and call the timeout. Plenty of time to run the play. If not a screen, maybe a bubble screen. You know, if not a front end screen, maybe a bubble.
So here we go. 2 receiver set, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan. Morgan waiting the snap, comes back, big rush. He's under pressure, comes up, fires downfield, and it was incomplete.
Hoping there wasn't a flag there, and there wasn't, Mike. It looked clean. Yeah, you don't want to do that. There's 10 seconds left, so they still have plenty of time.
And they still got one
I like the call.
out.
Go for the end zone. Go for the corner. Low percentage interceptions out there. Yeah, he threw it strong and high.
Yeah, the one thing you don't want to do is take a loss or quarterback sack or anything, and that came close in
Somebody
that play.
broke through. Somebody missed an assignment there. I didn't think it was a blitz, so.
So we're going to take one more shot, hopefully to the end zone, and then leave enough time for Lucatoni to
I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to go underneath.
So 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Morgan back, rolls far side, under a lot of pressure, fires, and that should have been intercepted. That was in the hands of Keith. Keith should have picked that off, and he dropped it for Goffstown.
So this is a great thing for Lucatoni to test her distance as far as what she can kick.
So
and this is where where Coach Stank will be looking, Mike, to see, okay, now we've got a situation, not a ton of pressure, good opportunity to see how far your leg can go.
This looks like a 37-yarder to me. Check that, Steve.
I think inside 40, when I looked at her kicks earlier, it looked like inside 40 she can get it done.
Lucatoni waiting the snap, and there's a timeout. Looks like Goffstown might have called
Why not?
timeout.
Why wouldn't you call a timeout? You got it?
Put her on ice.
Yep, they may call a second one, Mike.
If they got another one left, they will possibly. I think they're out of timeouts now, but
now? Yeah, while we're waiting on the timeout, we've got some updated scores from Harry. Right now, it looks like Portsmouth is 35-0 Salem over Portsmouth. Winnicott coming in strong on the ground over Spalding, 14-0 at the half. Again, that was Salem at the half over Portsmouth, 35-0 as well. Central over Merrimack, 13-0. That's going to be a tight game. That's at the half as well. Right before the half, Londonderry's up 28-6 against Timberlane. Exeter at the half, 3-0. What a burner there. Pinkerton over Exeter. Wyndham, 7-0 over Dover. Bishop Girton in a 6-6 tie at halftime with Concord. And Nashua North, 41-6 at halftime over Memorial. And Nashua South, 38-8 over Keene at halftime. Got some good games going on out there.
Harry, thanks for those stats. Harry Kozlowski with WBNH LP Bedford, 105.1 on the radio side. Here we go. Lucatoni down. The kick is up, and it is going to be short.
To the right, I think, as much as it was short. So, yeah. Looked like the angle. She might have overplayed the angle just a little bit, Mike. But I think she's got the distance to get that done. But
so that's going to bring us into halftime with Bedford leading Goffstown, visiting Goffstown 19-7 here at Bulldog Stadium. So it looks like Mompini and Morgan back deep. And I'm surprised at seeing Tommy Morgan back there receiving the ball.
Yeah.
Here's the kickoffs coming back. Morgan gives it to Mompini. That was smart. Mompini comes this way, gets up to the 30. 35, breaks a tackle, 40, 45 and knocked out of bounds.
He's so elusive, difficult guy to bring down. He uses his hands well to get separation from his tacklers. Good stiff arm, and knows how to move his body around the force of the wrap, and he breaks a lot. Gets a lot of yards after the catch. Don't quite understand the Tommy Morgan handoff and block. But maybe there's some sort of a side bet in the locker room. I have no idea, but don't get that one.
Morgan got the ball and immediately gave it to Mumpini, so he's a smart kid. So anyways, so
I'm
here
sure.
Here we go. Bedford comes out. So Morgan in the backfield with Toscano. Hands off to Toscano up the middle, stutter steps, falls forward for about 5 or 6. So
really reads his blocks well. So we'll see where Bedford goes. Certainly had good field position with that run back. And thank you for the popcorn, Mike, at halftime. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. Paid you back from last week, I think.
Yep.
So Bedford comes out now. 2 receiver set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan. This time it is given to Morgan. Morgan falls forward for a first down right up the middle. So 11:15 to go.
I think he's got a first down, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, he's close. I don't know if they're giving it to him.
No, they're not going to give it to him. Surprise. Yeah, I thought he had a little better forward progress than that, but
not being generous tonight.
No.
3rd and 1. Morgan under center. He's just going to fall forward. He's going to pick up the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10. They're inside the Goffstown territory to about the 41-yard line of Goffstown. Bedford moving from our left to right here in the second half. Just under 11 minutes to go with Bedford leading 19-7 here at Bulldog Stadium. Visiting Goffstown here. Goffstown has yet to win a game this year. Bedford's 2-0. Morgan adjusts Toscano in the backfield. 2 receiver set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Snap comes back, keeps it.
Nice.
This side up to the 30, inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, the handoff chemistry, then the fakes that Tommy Morgan and Ryan Toscano have are just fabulous. Terrific job. They had the whole defense, chasing Ryan, and Tommy does a great hold and sweeps it around the right side.
So again, 2 receivers set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Morgan in the backfield with Toscano. This time Toscano far side has it, gets downfield, big positive yards, close to a 10-yard gain, 9-yard pickup. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Not seeing Goffstown come out with the kind of energy, Mike, that I think was going to be needed in order to make this thing a game. We'll see if they can turn it around before, but Bedford certainly is being in command of all phases right now.
2nd down, 1 to go. Ball is on the 20, 21-yard line. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan. 3 receivers set to the right. Morgan drops back, fires downfield, wide open, and just missed. That was number 11, just missed Green.
Yeah, nice lead, though. If you're going to throw the ball in the end zone, you want to lead him. You don't want it behind him. That's where you get pick sixes. And so if Tommy was going to miss, not sure that ball couldn't have been caught, Mike, to be honest with you, but it would have been a good one. But Tommy, if you're going to miss an inch or two.
In stride, missed him, just let him look.
In stride and let him stretch, yep.
Yeah.
Keep him on his feet.
So here we go now. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2 in the backfield with Morgan. This time Toscano comes off tackle, gets positive yards, gets down to inside 10-yard line, gets to the 10-yard line. That was a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, just
no one touched him.
Great. Well, it's just the way he moves, and he knows how to get through the offensive line. That's such a key. The great runners are the ones that know how to weave through the line, and then after that is on their own. He does well at both.
2 receiver set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan, making an adjustment at the line. Hand signal out to the right-hand side. Pass comes back, looks left, fires left, and that almost was intercepted. That was bobbled out there in the flats.
Looks to me like they're giving him the reception, right? Yep, they are. Nope, they're not. No, he dropped it.
I thought it was going to be picked off.
Yeah, I did too.
That was bobbled out there.
Offensive line, very well trained. You can see that the eyes are up, looking to protect Tommy, doing a nice job.
2nd and 10, ball's on the 10. Bedford threatening to score here. Morgan waiting for the snap. Boy, it was going to be a Morgan keeper all the way.
That delay a game, or?
Officials just stopped it. Fifth and deciding set is 8-8. This goes to a game of 15 for volleyball, so the girls are in a dogfight down there in Pinkerton.
Fall start by Bedford.
That's going to kick them back 5 yards. So, second and goal from the 15, 9:13 to go in the third quarter, 19-7 Bedford leading. Bedford taking their time getting this play off. So 3 receivers set to the right, 1 to the left. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan. Morgan waiting for the snap. Snap comes back, looks to pass, fires downfield, and it is just in and out of the hands of Mampini. That should have been caught.
Should have been caught. I love Tommy's mechanics there. I don't watch the receiver. I watch the quarterback. Very comfortable there in the pocket. Was closing down just a little bit, but he stayed in there well. He turned well, and great mechanics.
Went right through the hands of Mampini. That was a TD written all over it. But we've got 3rd and 15 now on the 15. 8:45 to go in the third quarter with Bedford leading 19-7.
Nice route run by Mampini, though.
So Morgan waiting for the snap, goes back, fires in the end zone. Looks like a jump ball to Mampini.
He got it.
I don't know if they're going to give it to him.
He got it. Yes.
Gave it to him, yeah. I thought he stepped out, but that was a nice catch.
Both feet in.
Yeah.
Tommy Morgan just really on right now. He's very comfortable throwing. He's back to that original form, and that's good to see.
So
this is going to put Goffstown 25-7. Is a lot different than 19. Boy, some of the equipment the BCTV comes in here with, it's just so impressive. I think I'm on NFL Network here.
So Luca Toni.
Nice job.
Up and good. PAT is good. So that's going to make it
26-7.
6-7. Bedford over Goffstown. Great score.
8:36 left. Nice drive by Bedford. Chris Gentry on the camera. What's your name? Colin what? Colin Marr? Not related to Bill Marr, right? No, okay. Colin Marr and Chris Gentry on the cameras doing a great job trading off here. Really appreciate what these guys do. Chris gets everything set up, does a great job, and we appreciate, if you are enjoying the game, appreciate what they do from the start of the day right through the editing process.
You got some scores there, Steve?
Got some scores in the third quarter. Salem up on Portsmouth 41-7. Updated score Central over Merrimack 21-0. That's a little bit of a surprise that it's that kind of gap. Londonderry 28-6 still over Timberlane. Winnicott over Spalding 14-0. Updated score on the looks like a 7-7 game, 17-7. 17-7 Pinkerton over Exeter. Wyndham 14-0 over Dover in the third quarter. No updated score on Concord and Bishop Girton. They're still in a tie. Nashua over Memorial, North over Memorial 41-6, and Nashua South over Keene well into the third quarter 44-8. We'll bring more scores as we get them to you. Some good games tonight.
Short kickoff to Goffstown gets it down to the 33-yard line of Goffstown. That's where they're going to take over, moving from our right to left. Didn't want to go deep on that one. So 26-7 here at Bulldog Stadium with 8:32 to go, in Goffstown ready to take over for their first possession of the second half.
Bedford coaching and player sideline very active tonight, Mike. A lot of one-on-one with the coaches, working with kids, developing their game. It's really good to see.
Keith waiting for the snap. 2 receivers set. This is faked handoff. Keith keeps it this way, and he's going to be hammered down by 4 or 5 Bulldogs.
Great hustle by Harris and Laguna. This kid just continues to impress me, Mike. Comes from all the way around the backside and pulls down Keith. Keith has not looked the same, Mike, to me. I don't know about you. He's limping right now. He just has not been the same since he took that hit.
Yeah.
I think that's a factor in this game.
Stinnett is in for Goffstown in this running back set. Single backfield. Looks like we got a whistle here.
Officials timeout. Yep.
He's gonna get it back and get it going here. So
he may have been giving Keith a breather. He was in pain.
Keith taking the snap, Fakes it, goes up the middle for a big gain. Boy, I'll tell you what, he's a tough kid.
He is a tough kid.
Got
You got to
about
call that
12.
whistle. They got it.
Got about 8 or 9 on that one for a first down.
Yeah, there's one thing Goffstown season certainly rides on, as far as I can see. I mean, every quarterback you do to a certain extent, but they really need Keith on that field. He's again, this sort of running Keith, rolling him out to pass and running up the middle, and then making the decision on the outside of the hash marks. That seems to be his best part of the game. Let's see if he's feeling healthy enough. He was limping earlier, but they gave him the ball again to run. They got some good yardage.
They just pulled him out.
Just pulled him out. Thank you, Chris.
So Keith brings him out. Looks like
Elliott Smith's in.
Empty backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Keith back to pass. Looks this way, fires. And
No, that's not Keith. That's Elliott Smith. Keith
Elliott
went out.
Smith.
I think he got banged up, and they're going to give him a breather. So that's Elliott Smith, number 1 in for Goffstown. Tough to come in cold like that, and
Number 3 now.
that pass was reflective. Looks like they're moving things around. Now they're bringing in James Hanault, another quarterback in. So musical cheers for quarterback.
So big update.
Jarrett Hanault.
Got an update out of Pinkerton. The Bedford girls volleyball team came from 2 sets down to beat Pinkerton in the 3rd set, 15-13, to bring their season to 3-1. Huge win for the girls volleyball team down in Pinkerton. Congratulations to the Bedford volleyball team. Here we go, Goffstown. First snap, drops it, and recovered by, looks like Goffstown. Who'd you say is in there now, right now? Did you say Smith?
Elliott Smith's back in. They're just rotating. Then they brought in Jarrett Hanault, brought a sophomore, both sophomores. So it looks like they're going to be rotating. Keith, I do not see back yet. That's not a good sign for Goffstown.
Yeah, this is number 1 coming in for Goffstown. Just got the play, and that is Smith, Elliott Smith. He's a sophomore, 5'11". So Smith brings him out. 2 receiver set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Not sure if that's Sinet in the backfield, but snap comes back. Smith comes back under pressure, steps up, fires downfield, and that's intercepted. That's going to be Guerin taking it far side to the 50, 45, gets out of bounds, picked off. Guerin stepped right up and grabbed that one. Nice pick.
Great athleticism, excellent positioning on that. That was a bullet. Guerin pulled it right out of the air, and boy, did he sprint to the sideline. He's got some size, strength, and speed, and looked real good there. I said this last week, Mike. He's been getting stronger every single game and finding himself to be a factor in more and more plays. But there's a lot of unsung stuff that I see he and Harrison Lagoulon doing on defense that is just really exemplary.
So Morgan brings Bedford out after that interception with 2 receivers set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Toscano in the backfield. Morgan waiting for the snap. Snap comes back, hands off to Toscano, and he gets gobbled up for a loss. But boy,
yeah,
what a great.
I haven't seen that rotation back and forth, that gap movement on the defensive line in Goffstown in the first 2 games of the parts that I saw. This is the first time, but I think that this is the way they feel like they can match up. So far, it's worked sometimes, but other times it hasn't.
That was a 1-yard loss at 2nd and 11. Ball is on the 44-yard line of Goffstown with Bedford leading 26-7. And plays coming in. Again, 2 receivers set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan. Morgan drops back to pass. A little delay. Toscano kicks upfield, gets to the 40, picks up about 5 or 6 yards, and it's going to be.
Yeah, Toscano just ran into, he's rocking number 78 from Goffstown, and he laid the wood on him, Evan Cuddy. And he's got number 39 printed over his number. Wow.
So
that was a hit.
This is a 3rd and 6 for Bedford. 2 receivers right to the left. Morgan back to pass, plenty of protection, fires far side, and that was short.
There's that mechanic thing that Tommy's got to work on. Started sliding to the side as he threw the ball. He's got to step into the throw, get his shoulders square to where he's going to be leading, and then step into the ball. And you start throwing like that on the outside, those are the ones that get intercepted because they don't have the velocity that's needed.
So Bedford going for it here, 4th down and about 6. Morgan waiting for the snap. They're trying to draw Goffstown offside now. That's what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
So Let's see what he's going to do. They're going to try to get another play in here. Morgan might just pooch this thing. And that's what he does. Kicks it, going straight in the air, though. And takes a Bedford bounce.
Wow, did it ever.
To about the 13-yard line where Goffstown's going to take over.
Yeah,
so.
they're going to be pinned in deep. I think Coach Stank feels as though his defense has got this offense well under control. So he'll sit here and play the, the third and fourth quarter on the field position game. It works into his advantage. But, yeah, Tommy's got to work on those throws out to the sidelines, Mike. He's got to be able to step into that throw. Otherwise, good defender's going to have too much time to recover. He'll be off target, and it'll be a pick six for sure. But overall, Tommy's his game is tightening up, and he's just got some minor things he's got to work on.
All right, so Goffstown's coming out with their spread offense, and that was handed up the middle, and that went nowhere.
Maybe a yard, not even.
It looks like we got Keith back into the game.
Pretty dead air out there, Mike. No movement.
So Juno in the backfield now with Keith. Keith, Juno combo in the backfield. So they break. 2 receiver set, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Keith waiting the snap. Hands off to Juno, and he gets gobbled up as he falls forward for a couple of yards. 4:50 and counting in the third quarter. 26-7, Bedford leading here at Bulldog Stadium.
This running game, Mike's going to drain the clock pretty quick.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You know, get inside the fourth quarter here. It's going to be interesting to see.
Big play for Goffstown. 3rd down and 6 with 4:26 to go. Keith waiting on the snap. Gets a snap, fakes it to Juno, fires far side, and he's brought down immediately for a no gain.
Yeah. Something you really want to do on 1st down there, Mike, not 3rd.
Yeah. So coming up 4th down, they're going to have to kick it away.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to bring in the kicking team. It's just too deep in their territory. That's too high a risk. You got 20 minutes, 19 minutes left in the game.
So Keith came back into the game, and he was not effective in that drive. So.
No, I think there's just something hasn't been right since there. They probably tried to give him a little break, get his air, get a little bit of water, but didn't work too well there.
Looks like Mumpini deep for Bedford. Goffstown ready to kick it. High snap going over. That's going to be, he picked it up. No, it's going to be a touchback.
Yeah, it hit the line.
Yep.
Yep.
So Bedford's going to pick up 2 points on that, and they're going to get the ball back on a high snap. Over the punter's head and went out of bounds.
Happened last week, Mike, in Goffstown. Same thing.
Yeah.
Yep, for beginning of the first half. It was the beginning of the second half where the same thing happened. It went right into the end zone. Of course, a grass field ball doesn't run quite as far, but
so that's
some trouble in the long snap.
It's a safety, and it's going to give Bedford 2 more points, so it's 28-7 now with 3:33 to go in the third. 28-7 Bedford. So I would be safe to say that if Bedford takes this next possession and then goes down and sticks it in the end zone, they're going to probably wrap this thing up pretty quickly.
Yeah, right.
I don't think there's any chance Goffstown's going to come back from that.
2 texts, by the way, on my hot air comment at the beginning of the third quarter. They really appreciated that.
Got a message that you need to slow down.
What's that?
Got a message that you need to slow down.
Slow down what? Talking? Yeah. That's not going to happen.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that. Well, you won't have to bear it much longer, so we'll be all good.
So anyways, Goffstown ready to kick this thing off. And Bedford looks like, is that Mumpini and Morgan back there again? No, this is Bedford. This is number 17. Donahue brings it up to the 50-yard line.
What a nice hard run there. Wow. Yeah. Nice job.
So Donahue on the return gets it into Goffstown territory, and Bedford's going to take over with 3:26 to go in the third quarter, leading 28-7.
6'1", 665-pound senior, bringing it. Was that too fast, Chris? Was that all right? All right, I'll slow it down a little bit. All right. Updated scores here. First one, we get Salem up on Portsmouth in the fourth quarter, 41-13. The other new score we have is Concord over Bishop Girton, 13-6.
2 receivers set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Morgan waiting the snap, goes back to pack, looks far side, hits a strike over the middle to no, that's Guerin. Excuse me, no, that's number 6. That was Sanchez on that receiver. 3:17 to go. Good pickup, first down. Bedford comes out, 3 receiver set, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan. Waiting the snap. Morgan
It's all
back.
good. It's good. It's clean.
Fires
it's clean.
downfield, caught Mumpini. Gets down to about the 16-yard line. Moving at will now against the Goffstown defense.
I was just going to say, eat your heart out. I'm married, right?
2:57 to go in the third quarter. Bedford marching right down the field now on Goffstown. Slicing through this Goffstown defense. 3 receiver set, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Morgan waiting the snap. Back to pass. Fakes.
Nice.
Keeps the ball, tucks it, goes upfield for a 10-yard gain, runs out of bounds.
That
Smart.
just drives the defense crazy when a quarterback plays it smart like that. That was just well done. Tommy looking downfield all the way, saw a space, got out of bounds where it's safe, protects himself, and gets a lot of yardage for his team. Good work.
Good work for Morgan.
How's that, Jay?
28-7, 2:34 to go till halftime. Bedford on the 7-yard line of Goffstown. 3 receiver set to the right, 1 to the left. Oh, Bedford just jumped.
Yeah,
That's gonna cost them 5.
Yeah, was it Bedford or was it encroachment? I'm not sure that the right end didn't or the right linebacker. Linebacker.
I saw Bedford. Yep, that's the official. And I agreed. Well, there's a surprise.
So there's 0 for 3 now. That's it.
So, anyways, Bedford's going to give up 5 yards on that one, and it's going to be first and goal from the, looks like the 11 they're marking it.
I think it is.
So Bedford breaks. They come out with a 2 receiver set, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Toscano in the backfield. Pitch to Toscano this way. Stumbles and falls down, gets tackled at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, lucky for Goffstown there, Mike. Nice call there. Nice pitch out. I think if Ryan was able to keep his feet there, he would have got a lot more yardage. Nice idea.
Second and goal from the 11 for Bedford. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bedford threatening again to put some more points on the scoreboard here.
Look for Tommy to throw to the corner, the deep corner.
2 receiver set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. In motion, drops back to pass, looks under pressure, trying to get away, scrambles away, looks to fire downfield, fires downfield, and just in the outstretched hands of Harry Lagulon, incomplete.
He had Mapini deep in the left corner, Mike. Had an open plane there, but good thing for Goffstown, they were able to get the defensive end in his face, and he had to roll out. Tommy showing good mobility there as well. Nice reverse,
good
pivot.
Mobility.
Yeah, good mobility. Yep.
And then he went for Lagulon, who's one of the bigger targets out there with his leaping abilities, so it was a good attempt, but incomplete. 3rd down and 10 from the 10.
It's coming out of game out of Portsmouth last year. He had a good one. Met his parents out in the parking lot. With awful nice people. They got to be awful proud of him.
2 receiver set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Toscano in the backfield with Morgan. We got another whistle. A lot of whistles tonight.
Yeah, a lot of whistles. A lot of these sort of offsides, timing mistakes, snap trouble. Bedford's got to work on that this week. Because those are those ugly things, Mike, that start to slip in. Whatever sport you play, you want to play disciplined, and the staff will be all over this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another 5-yard penalty on Bedford. Not sure what it was, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 15. 1:42 to go in the third quarter with Bedford leading 28-7. So Bedford, 2 receiver set to the left, 1 to the right. Plenty of time, fires down the middle,
Nice
caught,
pass.
touchdown. That was a great catch.
Yeah, number 6, it looked like
Sanchez.
Solomon Sanchez. Nice inside seam route. Was able to get in front of the defensive backs and behind the backers. And Tommy, again, shoulders square, stepping forward right into the ball, throws a strike. Nice execution there.
Nice pitching catch. Morgan to Sanchez.
Geez, you make it sound so easy, Mike. Pitch and catch.
Pitch and catch.
We only knew, right?
Luca Toni back. Kick is up, and the kick
nice
is good.
Nice job.
So, 15-yard TD with 1:38 to go in the third quarter. Bedford leading 35-7. On a Morgan 15-yard touchdown pass to Sanchez. 35-7 Bedford. And that may have broken the back here.
I think the last one did, Mike, to be honest with you. This one just puts another nail in it, really. But it's good for Bedford to be able to score, get that offensive confidence with their team moving the ball down the field well. Just get rid of those mistakes. And really like the play calling tonight. I thought that Bedford was right on it, as they were last week, calling the plays where they aren't and making the sort of changes along the way. I really liked that screen pass earlier in the game. I thought that was like 15, 16 plays to set that up, and boy, it was wide open. Just good execution, good game plan. Everybody's ready.
Bedford 2 possessions in the second half, both touchdowns. Throw a safety on that. Now all of a sudden a 19-7 halftime lead is now 35-7 and pretty much out of reach for Goffstown at this point.
All really the whole field position change here with Garen's interception, Mike, bringing it down inside of Goffstown territory.
Goffstown ball with the ball, and Bedford just picked it up. So
now the wheels are falling off.
Yeah, definitely falling off. That's a special team mistake on Goffstown that Bedford's going to capitalize on, and they're going to pick up the ball on the 19-yard line of Goffstown.
But what you like to see is the score's 35-7, and Bedford still running like crazy, trying to grab the ball. That's the sort of spirit you need to win the tight games, to beat the better competition. So you really like to see that. Special teams, excitability with a lot of teammates appear like they're grouped together. They're playing hard together. Nice. Good stuff.
The only good news is if Bedford puts 7 up, then I'm going to go to running time.
Yeah.
Anyways, Morgan waiting, handoff to Toscano. Yeah, left-hand side goes up and gets about 8-yard gain.
Yeah.
So with 1:24 to go and counting in the third quarter, Bedford threatening to put another 6 points on the board.
Yeah. Ryan's had another good solid game.
So 2 receiver set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Morgan in the backfield with Toscano. That's a fumble on Bedford's part, and Morgan picks it up, and he's going to take a loss. He should have just fallen on it.
Yeah, just fall on that. Yeah, it looks like Tommy was trying to feed the ball the same time he was turning his body. And really what you want to do is you want to plant those feet, set the ball in there. If you're going to take it, but you can't be turning your body as you're handing off, Mike.
Yeah.
And that's what happened, a little mechanical breakdown there. He was hungry. I think he saw a rush coming and was probably trying to get a little hasty on trying to get it done. But you got to follow through on the fundamentals.
So 3rd and 18 on the 26 right now. 2 receiver set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Morgan in the backfield with Toscano. Morgan drops back. Now he tucks and runs. Cuts back this way, gets to the 20, gets down to about the 16-yard line. And this is going to bring us to the end of the fourth quarter.
Yep, nice read again by Tommy, seeing that it's wide open up the middle. Looking downfield as he's going down, as he's approaching the line of scrimmage, doing the right thing. Not just tucking it, but looking downfield for the open path. Then he tucks it when he hits the scrimmage line.
Actually, we got Luca Toni in here ready to put one on the board before the fourth quarter ends, but they just might wait, and then that's what they're going to do. They're going to wait until the quarter ends and then go down, change fields, and let it kick down the other
I don't
end.
like that because we can't see it as well. So it would have been a lot. I wish they could have got that off there.
That's a good point. Anyway, so that's going to end the third quarter. We're going to enter the fourth quarter here at Bedford Bulldogs Stadium with the Bedford Bulldogs leading 35-7.
We'll have some offensive numbers here for you, Mike, in a sec for the two teams.
Harry Kozlowski, Mr. Stat Guy on the WBNH LP Bedford 105.1 radio side. Also takes care of the radio signal and takes care of the stats, doing a good job. You're watching this streaming live on BCTV, Channel 23. Mike Robinson with Steve Beals. High above the field here at Bedford Bulldog Stadium. Started off great for Goffstown, 7 points up. And since then, Bedford's put 35 straight points. And it's just not the same team we saw Goffstown get on their first drive.
Here's the updated
Go ahead, Steve. It's all yours.
offense. Bedford into the third quarter, 379 total yards. Goffstown, 130. As far as the passing game is concerned, Bedford 12 for 25, 3 touchdowns, 276 total yards. Goffstown 8 for 18 with 78. Pretty much been shut down since the first quarter, Mike.
Yep.
Rushing, Bedford. Looks like 12 carries for 103 yards.
Well,
I can't read it.
Total rushing yards.
Yeah, total rushing yards is 103 for Bedford and 52 for Goffstown. It just doesn't have. Oh, there it is up top there. Okay, so there's your offensive scores, offensive numbers for that. And we'll certainly have some updated scores. Harry will have those for us as well as we approach the end of the games here.
That was a field goal. Luca Toni just hit one to put us up 38-7. So Luca Toni adds 3 for the score. And now Bedford leads 38-7 as the fourth quarter just got underway. So Luca Toni adds 3 more to Bedford's score, 38-7. We'll need another score before we get running time here, Steve. I think we updated everybody on the Bedford girls volleyball score. They were down 2 games in a best out of 5 set, and they won the next 3, beating a very good Pinkerton team in Pinkerton, and they bring their record to 3-1. So
to come from behind like that is always great. That makes it real sweet.
On the road.
On the road.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that was probably
a school of 3,500 kids.
If I remember, Pinkerton, those are well-attended volleyball games in the Pinkerton Fieldhouse there, and Bedford went in and earned a victory after being down.
Glass-breaking pitch.
Games, yeah. So
yeah, good stuff.
We're going to kick it off here. Bedford's going to kick it. It's going to go deep down to the. Is it going to go out of bounds? It did go out of bounds. So
I think it was inside the 20, so I think they'll be. No. We'll see.
Did I see a flag?
I haven't seen a flag.
Yeah, there's a flag. They're bringing it back.
Is it? Okay, they're bringing it back.
I see it.
Where was it? Oh, there it is. Yep, behind the camera guy.
We're looking through the four panes of frosted glass and fingerprints.
I'm glad you saying it this time.
It's one of the handicap with the light on too, so it's tough. But always having fun here, working these games with.
It's a great venue.
It's a great venue, actually. Bedford has a beautiful venue here. They
sure do.
They didn't spare much when it came to this campus up here. They did a nice job with the facilities. This obviously is a lacrosse, soccer, football field.
And just to think, some thought that we could just have sit in chairs here.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You were part of this. That's right. You were the guy. You were on the school board back then when this happened. Okay, so Goffstown picks it up. Goes back. He fumbles it. Goes out of bounds.
And he got it back. Yep.
Goffstown's going to get it about the, I want to say the 15-yard line. We'll see once it clears.
The camera can't really get it, but the crowd is literally bending all beyond the stands, all the way around the corner. And when you got these close town rivalries, it's just terrific to have everybody here, and it's great community event.
Great to come out on a Friday night. Beautiful weather. It's a beautiful fall night in New England here in Bedford, and the fans have come out to support. Goffstown fans have come out. The Bedford fans have come out, and it's a great venue to watch football.
And Chris told us there were people in Atlanta watching us. Los Angeles listened to the game even before it started. So
nice.
It's just the world in which we live. It's just great that extended family can tune in, and if they can't get out to the game, they can watch their kids and play or their alma mater.
Absolutely. Great stuff. So Goffstown just got the quarterback ducked under a blitz and then got hammered. So
you really need to get. We really need to get him. He's going to need to get into the tub after the game because he's going to be.
Corey,
he's going to be hurting.
Volleyball came back and won. Yeah, we just got it. We got it. Anyway, so Goffstown's going to come out now. It's going to be 2nd and 13, ball on the 12, 11-18.
Boy, Keith is really taking a lot of shots this game.
It's not Keith now. It's back to number 1, so it's
Smith.
Smith back, yep. Looking, fires far side.
Oh, you got to catch that for his team.
That should have been caught.
Yeah. Smith has that 3/4 arm gun. I mean, it's
sling,
like a sling. Yeah. Good velocity, good arm, but awful low to the ground.
Yeah.
But ball should have been caught, really.
So,
is that some of the volleyball team?
could be. Not sure.
Or soccer? I don't know. Looks like volleyball.
All right, so Goffstown, far side, incomplete. So they're going to have to kick this thing away.
Looks like Coach Huft is putting in some of his twos. We'll see what Bedford does here. I think Bedford's got some in as well. So
some of the JV kids.
Yeah, Goffstown.
Well, you look down, kneeling in front of us, you can see the guys.
Oh, yeah.
Gulon's down there. Garen's down there. So that's exactly what he's doing. He's putting in his
great opportunity at both sides.
His JV players.
Yeah, to get his JV players in.
This is the tough part because now we don't see these JV players all year. We're gonna have to see who's out there. But Goffstown is back to punt. Last time they punted it, or it was a safety over his head. This time it's going to go back. Going to be fielded by Bedford. Comes this way, 40, 35, 30. Still on his feet, and then brought down. That's number 30 for Bedford. That's
Eli Menderson, a sophomore.
Eli Menderson, yeah.
Yeah, probably going to see him soon, next year, some more.
Oh, absolutely.
Looks like a good athlete. Yeah, we'll try to get some names off here as we get them in. Looks like number 18 is in, Alexander Zwickau. 33, Jack Grogan is in. Number 6, Solomon Sanchez.
Aaron Scarling, is that the QB? Am I pronouncing that right?
Yep.
So Scarling's going to be QBing now. They're going to give Morgan a break.
Aaron Scaling.
Scaling, okay. Yeah, looks like there's going to be handoff to number 33 for Bedford. Now we're going to have to get some more names here, Steve. So
I'm trying to pick them out here. So
Jack Grogan is the running back.
Yeah. 14, Ethan Van Heerden. He's in the game.
Okay.
Just so great these kids can get in. Get some time, some varsity time, Mike, as they...
So Scaling, am I pronouncing that right?
Yes, I think you are.
Scaling, Scaling is the quarterback now.
Yeah, got an injury, so it looks like a Goffstown player down. It looks like a cramp, maybe.
We hope that's all it is.
Get more numbers there from the Bedford side, but they're all kneeling, and I can't see them.
That's a Bedford player that's down, Steve, I think. He's got black pants on. Yeah.
That's a Bedford player?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell behind. I thought it was Goffstown.
Yeah, it was a tough angle. Plus, you're going through 1, 2, 3, 4.
There isn't anybody in the free world that isn't going to know that Bedford's got 4 panes of glass on their press box right now.
Out in the World Wide Web. It's not Windex. It's the layers. They're glazed.
But you know what, Mike? When it gets into November, December, and it's down around 4 degrees out,
we won't be complaining.
We won't be complaining about the glass.
Yeah, true. All right, so the Bedford player is up, which is good.
Yeah, it's 59.
Yeah.
Let's see, Alexander Pantelakos, who's played very solid the last 2 weeks, Mike. I don't know if you noticed, getting in some tackles, getting physical, really building his game as each game goes along. It looks like he's okay, thankfully.
So Scaling brings the team out with Grogan in the backfield. 2 receivers set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Scaling waiting for the snap. Snap comes back, holds it, fires into the flats, and overthrows his man, and that's an incomplete.
So got some new linemen in there. Sam Lacombe, number 61, and 54, Luke Barretto is in there as well, a line. The offensive line, 73. We'll get them all. Christopher Gately. And it's like 71. I could be wrong. 71. Torrey Helton is in.
So Scaling brings
Or
them out.
70.
2 receiver set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Grogan in the backfield, waiting for the snap. Fakes, goes back to pass, fires downfield, and that's intercepted. Threw into a crowd, threw into 3 Goffstown defenders, and it was just picked off.
Yeah, I was wrong on that. That was number 70, Michael Kubicki.
So, turnover on the interception. Goffstown's going to take it with 10:04 to go, with Bedford leading 38-7 here at Bulldog Stadium.
Did we say 73, Christopher Gately? Did we get that call in? He was in there as well.
Good.
Going back out again.
Keep them going.
Yeah. So exciting for the kids that work hard all week.
Yeah.
Parents are coming to the game.
Yeah,
You never
I
know
know
if you're going to get in.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity to show what you've got.
It really is.
It's great.
It's a thrill for the kids to get in playing in a varsity game. So Goffstown's waiting for the snap. Hands up the middle. Tries to cut the other side. Breaks a tackle. Stays on his feet. Falls forward.
Yeah, he's hungry.
That
Got some more
was,
scores, Mike.
Go ahead, Steve.
Final, Salem over Portsmouth 41-13. In the fourth quarter, Central 21, Merrimack 8. Another final, Pinkerton 17-7 over Exeter. Wyndham in the fourth quarter 28-0 over Dover. Concord still up over in the fourth quarter over Bishop Girton 16-6. Nashua North final 48-6 over Memorial, and another last final, Nashua South over Keene 60-14. Thanks, Harry, for those live updates.
So Goffstown coming out. It's 2nd and 2 on the 23. Handoff. Gets stopped by a host of Bedford players. Not sure if they don't think they got the first down there, Steve.
Looks like number 33 from Bedford, Jack Grogan, was trying to pull that ball loose as his teammates were bringing him down. Nice host of Bulldogs there. What was that question, Mike, again?
No, they didn't make the first down. So now it's third and 1. Balls on the 25.
It's like 3rd and a quarter of a yard.
Yeah.
3rd and foot.
Not even 1. So Goffstown running in as a late player with a little switch there. So looks like there's a new running back in the backfield. I can't see his number. It's 40. I just can't get that number. But the quarterback is number 1, and it is Smith, quarterback in Goffstown. Looks like they got to measure it. Close enough to measure.
Pretty close,
Steve.
yeah.
See.
It's pretty close.
I think they got it. What do you think?
I think they did too.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to ride on your coattails, Mike.
Well, I
think you were right. You had a good angle there with the old binoculars.
I got my wide-angle binoculars thanks to Bill Jennings and BCTV. Without them, I'd be lost up here. But anyways, 8:31 to go. First down for Goffstown on the 25-yard line. And again, this is Smith quarterbacking for Goffstown. Back to fires this way in the flats and misses his guys. So
we'll get some film on, Coach Huff and Stank will get some film on these guys, and that'll get them on the field. And with some live, let me tell you, when you got into a varsity game, I don't care if it's the twos in or not, it's still a varsity game, and it starts to develop a little bit of experience. So when the big games come in and it's time for you to take the lead, it's
you'll never forget these games, especially if it's your first varsity game you get into. But anyway, so Goffstown with keeper
tackle
up the middle, tackled from behind.
Alexander Zwickau, nice tackle, grabbed the legs, didn't get juked. Nice work.
So Goffstown's now 3rd and 5, balls on the 30-yard line. 8 minutes to play in the game here in Bedford Bulldog Stadium, with Bedford leading 38-7. Smith waiting for the snap. Smith low snap, picks it up, and he's going to be tackled. No, breaks a tackle. Far side, throws it, and that is incomplete. So he took a pop on the other side too, getting up kind of slow. And that's going to bring up 4th and 5 from the 30, and they're going to have to kick it away. So anyway, so Bedford's going to get the ball back with 7:45 to go. And we'll see what they can do. 4th and 5. Bedford leading 38-7.
So they have Central 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a game. But if you look at the scores and the degree of difficulty, it's going to be a good one.
I think they've got the schedule right here, Steve, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Kicks away, and Bedford's got to get away from this. Get away from that ball.
Oh.
See?
Yeah, well.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, he got it, hit him, and now it'll. Yeah, you got to stay away. Somebody's got to be the captain out there in the field and yell poison, get away, whatever.
You run from those rookie mistakes, but we'll call this a JV freshman mistake because that's all that's out there.
He could have been a defensive player that didn't want to come off the field. You never know, right?
Anyways, so this is the September 14th, Goffstown.
Yeah.
Next week, we're at Memorial.
28th.
And then on the 28th, Manchester Central comes in here. Ryan Ray brings in the Central Little Green. That's going to be quite a matchup.
Quite a matchup.
Looking forward to that. Yep. So Goffstown takes over on a Bedford mistake, special teams Bedford mistake, and they got it on the 40-yard line. Snap comes back. Smith goes back. Look at the pass.
Nice job.
Dragged down.
18. I think that's Zwickau. He's playing hard. Playing with his eyes up.
That's Zwickau. You're right. He's a sophomore, 6'2", 185.
Been watching him since he came in. He plays aggressive.
Yeah.
Got some height, too.
He's going to get some notice on the sidelines when you play aggressive like that.
Oh, yeah.
Loss of 6, 2nd and 16. Ball's on the 46. 7:07 to go with Bedford leading 38-7. Handoff off the left-hand tackle. Gets about 6 yards back, and I was... I didn't even see who that was. So running back coming in for Goffstown now is number 23.
Yep.
That's going to be Picard, Zachary Picard, sophomore, 5'8". Smith goes back, comes this way, holds it, tucks it, goes upfield, and dragged from behind by number 54, Steve. What do you got for Bedford?
54 on Bedford is Luke Barretto. Nice job.
Barretto.
Nice hustle.
Senior, 5'8", 190. Grabbed him from behind. Nice job with Luke Barretto. So it's 4th and 7, Goffstown, into Bedford territory. Well, there wasn't Bedford territory on that mistake from Bedford on special teams. So Goffstown looking. Smith goes back, under a lot of pressure, throws a little screen, caught 40, 30, 25. Bulls his way to the 20, out of bounds about the 19-yard line. Nice little pickup.
Good hard run, brought down by number 14, Ethan Van Heerden. Nice tackle, and number 30, Eli Mendelson.
So, good pickup by Goffstown. That went out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock with 5:49 to go. There's a flag in the play. Hold on. That's coming back.
Is it?
Yeah.
Got a hold or a?
Don't know. Yeah, it is a hold. Yeah, hold on Goffstown. Bring that big first down running screen pass back. So that's going to make it a 3rd or 4th down. It says fourth down on the scoreboard. Let's see what they say. So it is 4th down, about 10 yards to go, 11 yards to go on the 41-yard line. Goffstown is going for it. Why not? Smith waiting for the snap, goes back to pass under a lot of pressure. Running the same play, this time it's incomplete. Exact same play. Screen worked first time, let's run it again.
If it works, keep using it till it doesn't.
Well, that didn't, and that's going to be turnover on down, so Bedford's going to take this one over on the Goffstown 41-yard line.
A lot of the crowd still here, Mike.
Yeah.
Some filing out, but a lot of them still here. Looks like mostly Goffstown's filing out, obviously, but Bedford still, most of them is still here.
Goffstown, there's still a crowd here from Goffstown. They didn't all go. It's not that far of a drive to go home, and it's a nice night to stay outside and watch football, especially if you got a kid out there getting some playing time. You're going to stick around. So 1st and 10, Bedford. Snap goes back, handoff far side, good pickup. I believe that was
Michael
20,
Axton.
Is that 21?
Yeah, no, Michael Axton, nice run. Protected the ball well. Leaned right into the hole. Nice run.
Picard with the tackle. All right, so Bedford looking 2nd and 5. Handoff this side. Runs into a slew of Goffstown
flag
players.
down. Don't know what that is. Maybe saw a hold. I don't know. Both teams got pretty good numbers here, Mike. If you look on the sidelines, look like all the classes are pretty well represented here.
Face mask on Goffstown.
Face mask? Yeah, probably in the on the runner.
So Scalling's going to bring them out. That's going to be an automatic first down after they mark off those 15 yards, and now we're into Goffstown territory. So going to be at the Goffstown 36-yard line, 37-yard line, 5 minutes to go and counting. And Goffstown just jumped offside, so we're getting some inexperience out there.
Move it up 5. 5 minutes left.
Yeah, 5 minutes to go. Bedford leading 38-7. This game's well in hand, but Goffstown started out with a drive in the first drive of the game and put 7 points and sort of shocked the crowd a little bit, and then Bedford got back on track.
Yeah, just never got close since.
Scalling, handoff, 21, right-hand side, gets gobbled up right away, so.
Aaron Scalen doing a nice job of trying to sell the fake.
To Michael Axton. He was a junior. He is a junior, 5'8", 171. So 2nd and 3, Bedford comes out. 2 receivers set to the right and left. Scalling looking for the snap. Snap comes back. He keeps it right-hand side. Gets inside the 20-yard line. Nice pickup.
Nice pickup, nice run.
Nice run.
He's got some pretty good quickness and speed there, Mike.
Yeah, so he's a junior. If that's next year's quarterback, then
no, he's a sophomore.
He's a sophomore. Excuse me, you're right. He's a sophomore. So he's got a few years ahead of him. So we'll be watching this kid down the road. Waiting for the snap. Hands off this side. Over tackle. Wide open. Touchdown.
Eli Menderson.
Menderson now gets it 35-plus points. So from here on out, it's going to be.
And he's a sophomore, so there's some good-looking sophomores coming up.
There's some talent, underclassmen talent here. So,
but both programs have good feeder systems to bring talent in, and the coaching staff can mold them the way they want at the high school level. But it's always good just to have some core experience as you're coming up the ladder there. And both towns do a good job at it.
So that extra point is no good. So that is the score right now is 44-7 Bedford with 3:54 to go. And what you're going to find now, once they kick this thing off, they won't stop the clock. So 44-7 Bedford, and
so
now we're just hoping for everyone stays healthy for the next 4 minutes or so, and we'll get into Memorial next weekend at Memorial, my alma mater. So I'm looking forward to going back to the Shabbat McDonough Field off of Jewett Street, Porter and Jewett in Manchester for Memorial's game next week at Memorial.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game right there.
Memorial's
going to have an awful good night to stay in that game.
Well, they've been rebuilding for decades.
Yeah.
Their last real hurrah was back in the 70s when they had
they had some teams.
They had some competitive teams, but. So what do we got there?
Oh, my word. What a name for a team. The New Hampshire Fisher Cats up over the Akron Rubber Duckies.
The Rubber Duckies.
8-3, seventh inning. Wow.
And
win gives New Hampshire Eastern League Championship third in 15 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Good to see it. Goffstown with a good run back. There's a couple of flags coming out.
How would you like it if somebody asked you, who do you play for? Well, I play for the Rubber Ducks.
The Rubber Duckies.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people played with Rubber Ducks when they were kids.
Yeah, but if you play for the Rubber Ducks, I didn't say play with Rubber Ducks.
Oh, there's a difference.
Yeah, I mean, everybody from Winnie the Pooh to Tigger does that, but I'm talking I play for the Rubber Ducks. That's
For
different.
The Rubber Ducks, yeah. Yeah, that
I can imagine that my text message is going to start again. It kind of quieted down there, but
yeah, now, yeah, you're gonna get them roaring back now. You were doing good for about 6 minutes, and then the text messages are flooding back. So,
well, I don't like getting Harry upset at me, so I just keep it short. Have a quick little bit of levity, and then get back to business again.
Clean and keep it short, and have a little fun.
No problem keeping it clean. Just.
Well, clean except.
But I say that so far what I've seen on social media, the hot air comment is going to take it tonight. I win on that one. I don't know.
No doubt about it.
You've been rather quiet tonight.
Well, I'm just trying to toe the line here.
Low key. All right.
We've always said it's kind of tough in these games to get into it, but we are. Goffstown
nice
off
run.
Tackle, nice run. He's not going to the house, but that was a great run.
43. Let's see here. Jeffrey Hager looking really solid on that run. Cuts it outside, stiff arms his defender, and does a nice job. Gets a lot of, what's about 24 yards there.
And even though he went out of bounds, the clock ticks because we got the NHIAA rule. It's I guess it's a mercy rule.
Well, that was never made for the players. That was made for the broadcasters up in the booth.
So we don't fall asleep?
Yeah.
Anyways, so 2:41 and counting. 1st and 10 on the Bedford 22-yard line. Off tackle again. Boy, pushing the line.
Goffstown. The left side of offensive line of
Goffstown.
Goffstown looking good. Pushing Bedford back there. Looks like they might have been loading it on that play with an extra.
Well, they got to really stop.
Imbalanced line, I think.
I mean, with this clock ticking, they can't take their time.
No, you got to go
up and run plays, which is Goffstown is doing. So, once again, here we go. Same play, testing that. Notice the quarterback keeper this side, and then nice
job.
open
33
field tackle.
33. Jack Grogan again.
I'll tell you, Grogan held his position where he should be. Wrapped up the quarterback and dragged him down.
But he gets reps during the first, second, third quarter. So he's really building a good experience pool here. He's looking good. Nice tackle.
So 1:43 to go and counting in the game, with Bedford leading 44-7. Goffstown threatening to put a score up, back to pass, and he's getting wrapped up and dragged down. And that was number 18 again, Steve. That's the guy that. You mentioned a couple times.
From Bedford?
Yeah.
Alexander Zwickau. He's all over the place tonight.
Nice job for Alexander.
Confidence builder. Get this opportunity, get in.
Minute 15 to go. So Goffstown trying to get some more points on the board. 2nd and 13 on the 14. So ball snapped down, picks it up, comes this way, trying to cut up field, gets a few yards, and then gets tackled inside the 10.
Yeah, Elliott Smith's a sophomore, and when he's amongst his peers, he's a pretty impressive quarterback. I think you can see Coach Huff's giving him a lot of reps.
Yeah.
And he's got to like what he's seeing here.
So now it's 9-yard lines, 3rd down.
Who's that big left tackle? What number is he, Mike? 63. Boy, he's a big guy. 63.
Yeah, 63 for Goffstown.
I don't see a 63. Oh, there it is.
Bobbled again.
Antonio Capos.
Trying to go downfield, throws downfield.
Nice throw. Should have been caught, Mike.
Yeah, and that's it. That's going to end the game.
That'll do it.
Yeah, even with incomplete pass with the clock ticking. This is we're going to wrap it up here, Steve, we're live coming to you from Bedford Bulldogs Stadium, BCTV Channel 23, WBNH LP, Bedford 105.1 Radio. Final scores 44-7. Started off great for Goffstown, going down the field.
It did.
And stick it in the end zone. And then Bedford comes back with 44 unanswered points. Before we get to the stats here, Steve, I just want to thank everybody here in the booth. Mike Robinson, play-by-play. Steve Beals on color. Great job, Steve. Once again, great job, Steve.
Thank you.
Chris Gentry, the the engineer, Harry Kozlowski, the stat guy. We have Colin Marr here, the intern, doing
Nice
a great
job.
job.